Hello, my name is Brandon, and today I'm going to show you how to make a typography image using Photoshop CS6, and this is the image that I made. So anyways, what you want to do is you want to first off select your picture that you want to do. And for my project, I chose to make a typography image of Michael Barnes. He's the lead singer of Red, great band. You should look him up. But anyways, this is a good image because as you can see, there's lots of creases in his shirt and like on just folds in the shirt and just good places to place text, like on the veins on his neck and just the creases on his face. And yeah, so you want to choose a very good picture, one that would look good as a typography image, not just look good in general. I had problems with that at the beginning too. But anyways, so you go create a new project. Let's just call this one Mike Barnes Red. Okay, so this is important. You want to set the preset to the image, which is this random bunch of numbers. But that'll give you the exact dimensions of the image, as you can see right here, which is exactly what you want. And this is very important, very, very important. You want to make sure the resolution is extremely high, because if it's not, the text on the picture will be blurry and pixelated. So I'd say anywhere from like 300 to 500. I'm just going to set it to 400, 450. How about? And it'll be, it's going to be it's going to be huge. So anyways, that's just how it has to be. Anyway, so here we are, and we drag our picture into it. And yeah, it's going to look blurry, but it'll be fine. Click enter, your picture's in it, voila. Now, you have a white background, but you don't really want a white background. You want a black background, or unless you really want a white, you want to do a black background because that's just the best. So anyways, what you do is you go to layer, then you go to new fill layer, click solid color. Then you don't really have to name it anything fancy, just click OK. Then you can choose the color. As you can see, I've already chosen black because black is a good just background color for typography. So OK, there you go, you can delete that. So now we have the black behind the image, which is great. Now we get into the fun stuff, putting the text on the picture. It's really not too hard. What you do is you go to your pen tool, click it. Now you really want to follow the outlines of the image. Like you could just go straight across, but that's not going to look as good. So you really want to follow, for example, like the outline of the ear or the nose, or right now I'm just going to be doing, I'll just do along his collar line right here. So anyways, you get in close, then you single click with your pen tool, then just keep single clicking along the image that you want to make text. Then let's say I go, bam, out there. Shoot, okay. So now what I do, no big deal, is click Command, and that'll give you a white mouse. And all you have to do is click, and you can drag it to wherever you want. And that applies even if, you go like that. Same principle, same thing. So, boom, I have all that done. Great, it's awesome. Now, I go to my text tool, and then I hover the mouse above the line. As you can see, there's a squiggly line on the cursor, which is good, that's what you want. Now I click, I can zoom out a little bit too. I'm just going to say shadows, or here we go, shadows. Alright, I think I spelled that right. But anyways, it's not showing up because the picture is in front of the layer. So, finish that. I'm going to move that in front. There you go. Perfect. Now, you can make it bigger by selecting the text, going up to the place where you can change the font. Let's see, 30, too big. And this this is what you're doing for the whole project, is just changing fonts and using the pen tool. And then also, you can make different parts of the text bigger. For example, if I want, that part of shadows to be bigger, I just do the same thing, click a 20. Want the D to be bigger, go to there. It's the same thing. It's awesome. Then let's say, see, look, shadows, it's not all in there, but you can fix that. What you do is you click between, the letters, then you click Alt or Option, then your arrow key to the left. See, and there you go. Perfect. Now, and look at this right here. We don't want that, so we're going to do the same thing. Click Alt or Option, then we're going to go to the right. Just a little bit, though. There you go. See, look. Loving it. But anyways, this is important too. Let's say I want to go right above it, which is awesome, but the text cursor isn't going above my line, and this is because this text layer right here is here. So what you do is you make that, you hide that layer, then as you can see, bam, it's right there. So now I'm gonna do like faceless. Okay, it's too big, so what I do, change the size of the font, boom, make it a little bigger. Alright, that's good enough. Then, bam. It looks good, and you want to follow the contours of the skin, which I did fairly well. And you just do this throughout the whole picture. You can use bigger fonts. Like the biggest I used was like 40, I think, and I should have gone a little bigger, but whatever. And then the smallest fonts I used were right in the eye area because I had to do, each individual eyelash grouping, I guess, which took forever because you only used like 1-point font because I wanted it to look good, so that's what I did. And then, so anyways, you do that throughout the whole thing. Then anyways, it will lead you to something that will look like this, if it'll load. Sometime today. Almost there. Come on. And also, there's a lot of text layers on this. Just because, yeah, you can see there's a whole bunch of text. And so it'll slow your computer down. So don't panic if your computer slows down just because you have all these layers. Just, yeah, it's not a problem usually. So anyways, this is the final product. So anyways, I'm going to release the clipping mask for just a second. So anyways, this is kind of what it'll look like when you have all the text on top of the picture. I'm going to take these out. There we go. Ha. But anyways, so then that's what it'll look like, and it looks good, but we can do better than that. So anyways, to put the color of the image onto the text, here's what you do. You put the text right below the image. Then, depending on if you want just a plain black background, you put that right under, in which I don't want. So I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to show you how. But here you go. You click on the image, then you right-click on it, and as you can see, there's a tab called Create Clipping Mask. You want that, and then the places where there's text are replaced with the color of the image, which is really cool. And so yeah, and then that's with the black background, which I don't want that because I thought I could do better. So I had the background of the original image, and what I did to put that there was, of course, I dragged the original image back onto it. Then I erased, here we go, I erased the area around the image, the borders, and as you can see, there's a little black outline, And that's what I did, is I erased right around just the border of his clothes and face and all that stuff because I wanted the original background in there. And as you can see, I put this blue line here, and I did that because there's just, here, I'll show you actually. There's a metal bar right there, so I just didn't want that. So I put a line there so I knew where I could stop. And then for my final, I cut it out, but I didn't do that in this Photoshop file. So yeah. But anyways, then you can adjust the lighting of the image too, and the picture, and the background picture, if you want to do that. Pardon me. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But it's going to take you a long, long time. I cannot emphasize how long it's going to take. This took me 4 weeks, and I was going incredibly fast all the time. And so just give yourself a bunch of time. So yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. And if you need more help with it, you can click on the annotation for my friend Niels' video. He did a typography project like this too, and I actually used his video to help me. So yeah, if you need more help, click there. See ya.